Oops. Shit. Oh, well, gotta pull this shit up. Shit, there's one thing I also forgot to do. Ooh, too much chores. Ah. I gotta sneeze. I'm watching my own stream. Yeah, that's good. Well, that's fine. Alright. I'm all like self conscious because I have the webcam on me now. Okay, well, shit. Now I get so much stuff. Actually, no. Let's go. All right. Rare webcam stream. I'm just testing out a few things. I gotta make sure it's all like, I don't know, like at least semi-functional. Got some projects coming up that involves me not trying to be being on cam, so I gotta make sure these are all correct. Yeah. I usually just sit like this. Sit like this. I don't know. It's also a terrible angle. Let's see if I can like adjust it a tiny bit. It's still good. Yeah, that looks good. Okay. Well, I might still do Catherine, but we'll see. I still got a lot of, I don't know. I still feel like I have to be like in the mood for it to be doing Catherine. I don't know, but anyway. All right, we got our. I think last we left off, yeah, we got our sailfish. Sailfish. That's so hard for me to say for like no reason. But then it sounds like another word. Oh, wait, sorry, one sec. I cannot see all my tabs. Did that go through? Sorry, just checking if a tweet went through. I don't think they went through. It's stuck. God damn it, Elon. Did the tweet go through? Bro. I don't think it went through. And yeah, Twitter. I don't know, Twitter. Late night. Yeah. Okay. Gonna go through now. Is this site broken like forever? Bro, it won't go through. Twitter's freaking broken. Honestly, I should be capturing this, shouldn't I? This right one. Yeah, it is. Okay, cool. There we go. Sorry. Personal data. Oh my god. You know what? Twitter's freaking broken. Fine. Just leave it at that. That's fine. Whatever. Whatever. Alright. We last left off. We have like one more fish to go, right? Am I wrong? Wherever it is. Just just the moonfish. I already caught the sunfish. We're all good on that, but just the moonfish, right? God, this is creepy. Cool looking, but creepy. Yeah, literally just the moonfish. And I've only found them like right here. These are all the sunfish locations. Moonfish, a little harder to find, but we're good. I could cheat. We can use atrophy, but whatever. We're gonna do this legit. We're gonna get that final fish, and then maybe we'll pick some Catherine. I don't know. Short stream. I gotta do some more research on things. There's the moonfish. Is there any other spots where you exist? It seems quite hard to just do this off one batch. We'll try. Watch it get this first try. Won't even matter. Right here, right? Right above it? Yeah, I am. Okay, cool. Low stock. Come on, first try. Fuck. At least these are like way smaller than the sunfish. Oh shit. Depleted. Alright, but he's gotta be somewhere, right? What is that? Snake mackerel? No. Like in this area, right? At least. Watch it like on the other side of the island. I mean, not the other side of the island. Other side of the map. Uh, uh. Bro. Just one last one. Come on. That can't be the only spot they spawn in. Oh, this is like barely the Morrows, and that's where it says that they populate the most. Snake mackerel. I cannot find these moonfish. Oh, shit. Where is it? Where is it? Oh my god, where where is it? Okay, another fishing spot. We're not gonna be able to like actually fish from it, but as long as I can track it, we're good. This is it. Perfect. Okay. It's already too late. Oh shit. So we'll just hit the map, place a marker. Boom. We have two spots. Just kidding. One. I depleted one of them already. Hopefully we can get it on this try. I don't know. It beats having to like quit out of the game and come back in again just to get the uh the population to refresh. This is the last fish I need. What's that? Might as well. I don't think I have anything on my. Oh, I do, but I can still get it. It's a normal ass one, dude. Nice. It's prized and it's Lovecraft. We're good. Tokyo drifted right in here. All right. Oh shit. Press the wrong button for a sec. Let's see. Oh yeah. Sell all this. Don't need it. Right. No repairs needed. Good. Cheap. Okay, actually, I should have labeled it a different color. That's right. It's just all the way down there. This is not the Morrows, by the way. I, wait, where is it? Where is it? I know for sure. Description says the Morrows, but this is definitely not it. Where is it? Oh shit! There. The Morrows. The Morrows. Not Gale Cliffs. Not the Stellar Basin. Twisted Strand. Not those fine. The Morrows. And it is so far from there. I don't know. You can't even consider that. It's like America and Canada, dude. It's like way like separated. Well, not really, but you know what I mean. There it is. What? Oh, there. Okay, I thought I missed it. There we go. Nope. Nope. Oh, it's not looking good. Damn it. Ugh. Alright. I guess we can circle twisted. Ooh, that's haste. We can circle twisted strand. Seems like it's just kind of catfish, by the way. Did we get catfish? We got catfish, right? Oh, we did. And there's only. Oh, yeah. Yeah, okay. Never mind. Actually, just way better if we just did this. Never mind. Did this. There we go. Oh, wow, wow, wow. There we go. Oh, fuck off. I'm trying to get this. Let's see. Coming closer. No, it's a fake one. We're good. Oops. Yes! There we go, baby. The last of the new aberrations. Okay, beaked moonfish, a rocky body that bears scars and scratches of things from below, a crusting beak, a tool of its own deep terror. So it's like a parrotfish. Cool. Sweet. Well, that concludes it. I honestly expected to quit out this game and then come back in, just so we can get the refresh, but we got it, man. That is. Here, wait, this is probably better representation. We have all the aberrations that you could ever want. Let's see, from the new, actually this, I want, actually, that's funny. I wonder if that exists somewhere. But I'm gonna click off and see. Is there like a tier list for this? It's fun to know. Let's see. Dredge tier list. Has anyone ever made this? No, that's Dead by Daylight. Dredge. I put fish because it seems like it's only gonna pull up the Dead by Daylight character. Oh shit, they do. Oh shit, you know what? We're gonna do it. We are gonna do it. Does it have the name of them? Shit, I have to keep scrolling back and forth. Damn it. Yeah, if it has a name, I would be. Because I'm terrible at names. Okay, here we go. We're gonna do it right now. Wait, let's see. How do I. Shit, I might need to pull it up on the separate screen. One sec. Where is it? Bridge. Aberrations. Cool. They have like pictures and stuff like that. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. I can just like, where is it? Dude, it's so hard to see with this thing in the way. Okay, perfect. We're gonna do a tier list. We might as well. Okay, that's up. Actually, let's make this its own tab. That way, we're not doxing ourselves. Cool. And then we'll switch to Chrome. Cool. All right. There it is. Okay, cool. All right, we are doing a tier list on all the Dredge aberrations. And this is like, usually I would do like cool or not cool, but you know, we might as well like give a little bit of variety in there. So, yeah, I guess we're going for like, we're going for like how cool it looks, honestly. And we'll kind of vary from there. First off, we got the all-seeing cod. This is a aberration of the cod. Let's see. I think, does it give a description? Sorry, I'm looking at the WikiHow just so I can kind of better explain. I'll just pull up the description. Staring outwards, unblinking, eyes burrowed from a larger being, but not in the mind. Process what it sees. Honestly, this thing does not look that cool. It looks kind of cool, but not that cool. We're gonna put it at C tier. You know, I think in theory, it looked cool. I don't know. I just doesn't think. I don't think it looks as cool. I know the next one is anchovies, but I'm just trying to find the description. Actually, wouldn't that be at the top? This is alphabetical order, right? Nope, this is not alphabetical order. Okay, now it is. All right, next is the Anchovy King. I'm guessing that's like a reference to a Rat King. Don't Google that if you can avoid it. And in all their numbers, they will rise. Now, I actually like the idea, even though this is kind of, I'm gonna say this is kind of lazy. I do like the idea, so I'm actually gonna put it in the B tier list because I do like that it's a reference to like a Rat King, and that it's just a mangle of fish. Still, kind of lame. We'll put it at B. That might change later, but for now we'll put it at B. Next we have the barbed eel. This is just what is this? This is a regular variation of just the just a gray eel, right? A spine broken with the shape, angles, and crooked curves. A row of teeth bent on revenge. It's hard to see in this picture, um, but I think it looks pretty cool. It's got a broken spine. Yeah, do regular eels have spines? They do, right? Why wouldn't they have spines? They're all spine. It does look pretty cool. I'm trying to find a picture of what it looks like normally because I can't remember. This is just a gray eel, right? Am I wrong? This is a gray eel. I can't find this. It's all right looking. We'll put it at B tier. Next we have. Ooh, that's the new one. They haven't added this to the tier list. So next we have a bearded mackerel. Again, it's just not doing it for me. Kind of along the lines of the cod. Bearded mackerel. Sorry, let me read the description. The wispy tendrils sprouting from its mouth and flanks continue to wriggle along after the fish has stopped flailing. So, it's alright. Not the greatest. We'll put it at C tier. Next, we have a blistered tarpon. Alright, let's read it. Scales given way to the bubbling flesh, a surface dweller singled out, cleansed by the sun. A sunburnt mackerel. No, sorry, tarpon. I know where I got mackerel. You can't really see the picture again. Here, let me see if I can, like, can I just do this? There we go. You kind of see it better. Um, it's alright. I think I put just for the, like, the bubbles and the blistering and just, like, the burn effect, it looks kind of cool, so I'll give it a B tier. Okay. Next is the blood snapper, a variation of the red snapper, if I'm not mistaken. Blood leaks endlessly from underneath its scales, pooling beneath it no matter where it's placed. So a constantly bleeding red snapper. I like it because it's kind of a play on the word or the phrase red snapper, species red snapper. And it's just constantly bleeding. It looks gross, but it looks kind of cool at the same time. I'm actually gonna give this boom an A tier. I think like design wise, it looks really cool, and also I like that it's just bleeding all the time. Let's see. Next, we have a bloodskin shark. Tendons and sinews stretch over the fins of the bloodied shark. Powerful jaws are clad in exposed muscle. It's funny. Wait, this is wait, was this a variation of? Dude, it doesn't. The wiki doesn't say. Wait, let's see. Just. Oh, okay, there it is. Of a bronze whaler shark. Uh, Sharks are like super, not super hard to get, but like if you're just relying on like RNG sake, they're like super hard to get. Um, Aberrations, more so. I actually like the design. Same on the tier of the red snapper. I'm sorry, I like it's hard to see in this picture because it's a tier list, but I'm looking at the wiki picture and it's cool. It's got like cool like ripped skins, kind of like a zombie effect. You can't see its eyes really. It's mostly teeth up in front, and it just kind of looks like I don't know. Looks like a kind of reminds me of the witch from Left 4 Dead. It's very like raggedy, scaly, really skinny, but kind of like there's blood all over at the same time. I don't know. It's kind of cool. We'll put that at A tier. Next, we have a bony wreck fish. Bony wreck fish. Encased in bony protrusions and struggling to move its encumbered fins, its gills are mostly sealed shut by the growth. So, another I'm gonna give this another A tier because I think um I like the fact that it's like covered in armor. And, like the theme with these like Cthulhu stuff. When I'm playing Dredge, oh, like there was like several tier lists in my head, and one of them was like, is it a cool like Lovecraft upgrade or is it a shitty one? And, like obviously these are pretty shitty ones. But hey, this fish gets armor. It's like, and it also kind of matches the Gale Cliffs where you usually find the fish, right? Very like high, like mountainous, well, cliff regions. And the fact that it's kind of like become one with the environment with this cool scale armor is sick. I like it. So we're gonna put this at A tier again. You're gonna see where the S tiers are, and you're gonna see why I like them so much. But for now, we're going with A tier. Next is the brood squid. Let's see. Tentacles sprout from a glowing core inside a gelatinous sac. Other cores lay dormant alongside. Sorry, excuse me. Burpee. Excuse me. I actually find the design pretty cool. It's like one of the first aberrations you get in this game because it's by the Morrows. Um, what else can I say about this? Yeah, it's going in the B tier. Um, it's one of the first things you get. I like one of those things where it's very like, instead of like it being like one being, right? It's like it's kind of like a flood. Those balloon ones, or like I don't know, any other video game things where they just like they're just a huge sack that's carrying like a lot of bug things. I think there's like some in Dead Space as well. Geez, I'm blanking on names, but I always like the concept of like, if this was like a shooter game, you'd shoot this thing and like a whole bunch of like other baby squids would come out and fight you. So I'll put it at B tier. Solid. Let's see. Bursting anglerfish. The deep faces its own consequences of creation. In the darkness, brutally becomes the ultimate filter. All right, sorry, the bursting anglerfish. So I have a little bit of a bias towards this, uh, and which is super hard because I feel like out of all the fish in real life that could be Lovecraft fish, those are like the very like Twilight Zone up to Dark Zone fish, right? Things you see in the bottom, like an anglerfish. The reason why I actually really like this fish is because it's a reference to Aliens, and I love that movie. I like that it has like two mouths, like just like a xenomorph, right? Just one extra like tongue mouth that like comes and chomps you. Like I like that. I wish you could see this. I like that like by the jaw, or not the jawline, I guess by the cheeks you can see like it ripping, so it's very like kind of like a painful thing that the fish has to do to like do that extra bite thing. From what I see in the picture, both on the wiki and here, it has no more like light source, so it's just all like aggressive, right? No lure enemies, and it's just attack. So putting that at A tier. Next is the calcified snailfish. Waiting in dormancy for its moment to arrive. Yeah, not great. Like like it's armored and it's cool, but if I'm not mistaken, you find this at the Stellar Basin, right? Which is like the tropical side of the map. And it doesn't really fit with this. It doesn't really even look like a snail. I know an actual snailfish doesn't look like a snail. Really, it looks more like a slug. But even then, it kind of doesn't look like a snail. It's not the greatest design. I love the armor, but it doesn't really make sense for where it's from. Sorry. Throwing you at the D. At the C. Sorry, at the C. Okay, next is the charred sunfish. Scales chipped and flanking, flanking. Charred. Jesus, why can't I read at all? Scales chipped and flanking. Its crackling body is hot to the touch. Now this fish is sick, and I'm not saying this only because like it takes so long to catch the aberration version of this. I like that it's a sunfish and it's like it looks like it's like from a molten rock lava or even the sun, right? Like it's got these volcanic features in it that kind of like show like kind of like looks like a skeleton almost like a charred skeleton. It's got these molten magma bits, these rocky bits. It looks really cool. It looks kind of terrifying at the same time. These are one of the most rewarding fish to get because they're just so hard to find. Honestly, if you're not doing atrophy or not doing any other crazy stuff, like it's hard to find these fish. I really like it. I really like that. It's called the sunfish and it's charred. I gotta put it at A tier. It's really cool. Again, I love how it looks. It's super sick. Right. Next we got a clawfin gar, and this is an aberration, excuse me, of the garfish. Crooked talons hang from its fins. Periodically, they shudder and come together, grasping like a hand. Okay. So, geez, I really wish you could see this. Here, let me just pull this over. Here you go. Yeah, just to kind of explain, like this looks cool. Like regular garfish kind of look terrifying, just because they kind of look like well, an alligator or a crocodile. But I like that like it has like claws like for fins and a claw tail that kind of grabs things in back. Like long nose garfish are already terrifying. You kind of get the deal with it, but it's all right. Next is oops, shit. I gotta. There we go. Next is a cleft mouth shark, and this is an aberration of the black tip reef shark. Description: a large body bisected by an enormous grinning maw. The teeth stretch down forever into a blackness of its large gullet. Again, sharks are hard to like. They're not hard to fish, but like getting the aberration is like even harder to even manage. I actually like the design of this. It looks like a Joker fish, and that's all I need for me. Like obviously, can't really see it. Batman fan, so I like the Joker a lot. I just like I don't know. I find character designs. It's been done a lot, and I just keep blanking on like any specific names. But I like characters that have like no eyes and a huge smile. It's just very creepy, very disturbing. Like really puts me off. I don't even know where that fear comes from, but I always find it like a cool design, and the shark is kind of like reminiscent of that. So kind of like our what's it called? Our shark over here. I'm gonna put this in A tier. Next is a collapsed viper fish. And this is a variation of course, the viper fish. Description: a rejection of the light or a return to the ways of the deep. Alright. This fish. Alright, let's pull up the wiki over here because it's very hard to see. Oh, jeez, it's still hard to see. Alright, this fish looks like it just puked out its own guts. Like, this is like all the internal organs of what this fish is. It looks very like gross and unappealing, and I think it looks great. Oh, what's it called? It it looks like it got skinned. Like if this was like, I guess it wouldn't really make sense because fish have uh, what's it called? They have scales, not skin. But it looks like if you like pulled like the fish from its guts, this is what it would kind of look like. It's kind of cool, but I think I'd have to give this B tier. It's cool, but eh, goes too hard in the creep factor. All right, a what's it called? A concertina barracuda. Obviously a variation. Oh, sorry. That's a new shit. I didn't see it. That's a new shit. Sorry. A congealed rat tail and a aberration of the rat tail. Description: the flesh of the deep dweller has turned to a thick ooze, secreting an oily. Get that gel. Oh my god, why can't I read? I can't read shit. Secreting an oily gel that covers its entire body. That's this one's all right. It's not the greatest. Like the rat tails you find naturally look cooler, and I think if you're doing a Lovecraft version of the fish, it's gotta like hit home even harder than the actual fish. There's gotta be like something in there. It's all right. I'm putting it at C. Let's see. Next is a consumed grouper fish. Aberration of the coral grouper fish. Once stallion skin, now bleached and eroded, it barely resists, relieved at its final end. So, depressing looking fish, even more depressing backstory. It's alright, just looks like a zombie, you know. I give where is it? I give this like an A tier, even though this kind of reminds me of a zombie too. But I feel like this is like come on, D tier. Next we have a. Wait, I just want to make sure. I paused. Yeah, I'm paused, right? Now we're paused. We're paused now. Okay, cool. I had to make sure. I had to make sure. Sorry. Back to the tier list. Cursed Fangtooth. This is a fangtooth fish. A small and feeble mind easily conquered, now brought screaming from the depths. It lies powerless. Now, this is a very simple looking fish, but I think I really like the execution of this. I like that it is it's called an abyssal fish, but I'm guessing this is like deep ocean looking fish. But I like that its whole body like kind of looks like it's irradiating energy. Reminds me very much of At World's End, you know, that the Simon Pegg, Nick Frost, Cornetto trilogy. Um, it reminds me of like those robots where their eyes are just or flashlights, their mouth is just all light. It's very like disturbing because I feel like things that hide in the darkness and like jump out at it at you are pretty creepy. But imagine like seeing something like that, just flashlight eyeballs and flashlight mouth running through the darkness. Like it's kind of more terrifying that you can see it coming. I don't know, like it's really cool. It might be a little bit basic, but I still find it cool. 8 here. Next is a cyclopean flounder from a Gulf flounderfish. Description: a sprawling jellied mass spills from a single eye socket. What appears to be a dark pupil is in fact the center of an egg. Oh, okay. I didn't know that detail. To me, it just looked like a giant eyeball. I like that the fact that it's an egg. Uh, yeah, flounders get the worst aberrations in this game. They really do. They get the short end of the stick. I mean, as far as cool looking ones, but I feel like the description just brought it up a bit. Instead of like an eye, it's like it's probably just completely blind, but there's just an egg. Imagine that, like there's a gross egg in the middle of where your eyes would be. That's kind of cool. I give that a C. Yeah, give that a C. I was gonna put that at D, but it's cool. Let's see. All right. Next we have a decaying blackmouth, and this is a aberration of blackmouth salmon. Description: a shimmering blackness permeates the flesh of this relentless fish. Muscles atrophied and decaying, but still it swims on. I'm gonna be honest, I am not feeling this fish at all. Much like our boy the grouper, the blackmouth salmon, or I guess the decaying blackmouth salmon, is just a zombie. and not even a cool looking zombie like our bronze whaler shark over here. It's just I got hit by the Lovecraft and all I got was a shitty power for it kind of feel. So D tier. Next we have, sorry, just making sure, a decrepit viperfish. Obviously, aberration of the viperfish. Description: gnashing teeth are the only hint that this withered body still holds life, and urge to bite that persists in perpetuity. Perpetually. That persists in perpetuity. Oh my gosh, I need to like. How do I say that word? Honestly, I'm gonna look it up. How do I fucking say that word? I mean, pronounce that word. Perpetuity.
Perpetuity.
Perpetuity. There you go. Cool. Perpetuity. You know what? It is another zombie fish, but I like that it's kind of it has like a glowy center here. Shit, I always have to like do this because these pictures are terrible. They're super small. It is like another zombie fish. Not much effort, but I do like that it's more skeleton than anything, rather than just flesh hanging out. It's got a little glow in the middle too. It's got like a elongated jaw with some teeth on it. So it's not the greatest thing, but I'll still like throw it at a C tier. You know. Reset. Okay. Next we have of the faced skate. So this is after a pale skate. These are basically like rays, right? So description: bones replace cartilage and erupts through soft skin. If a frightened new form begins to emerge. So this one is pretty cool. It's these are like rays or manta rays. I'm sorry for all the marine biologists if I'm ruining this, but just like a stingray or manta ray, right? Or a regular ray. I don't know. Um, this one's cool too because I do like when, well, it's already called a pale skate, so it's already pale. But I do like things that are kind of like I don't know, like sickly pale in the ocean. It's like really creepy. It goes back to like the flashlight thing where there we go. Goes back to the flashlight thing where like when you see it coming, like it's terrifying to look at. Oops. There we go. Also, I like that. Well, regular like rays, their eyes are on top, right? Uh, but I like that like the mouth is now starting to form into like a human mouth. It looks like some like a kind of a human monster is kind of ripping out of the manta ray. I like that like its tail is like a spinal column too. This is like more like a human hybrid kind of what's coming out. There's also like bones that kind of look like your forearms and your shoulder muscles. I mean your shoulder bones and things like that. I think that's really cool. Like it. All right. Sorry, we're gonna have to keep doing that. I'll put that at B. I like it there. Next is, okay. That's new. Where you are? Okay, yeah. The entwined mullet. This is a gray mullet fish. Description: twisting, twitching tendrils sprout from the gill plates of this little fish. They heave in unison, moving to the fish against its will. Moving the fish against its will. I'm gonna be honest, not the greatest one. I do like that, like it's very like tentacly, that like it's kind of like a Medusa look, but at the same time, I'm like, not really getting anything from it. I'm not getting like uncomfortable or really even, like at the very least like a little twinge of like ick, but it is better than these two, so I'm gonna put it at C tier. All right. Next is a fanged cod. Obviously, aberration of the cod. Description: deviantly sharp teeth with chunks of smaller fish lodged between a hunger in its eyes. So, hmm, honestly, this cod looks a little bit more interesting. This one just looks like it's on like crack or something on cocaine. You know, they're just angrier. There's not much to say about it other than let's see. Next is a flayed mackerel. Obviously, aberration of a mackerel. Rendered flesh with muscles and bone exposed. This gory mess of a fish can't have lived like this for long. Okay, so another zombie fish. We're gonna give it into the C tier just because it does a little bit more. Whereas this grouper kind of just has like the back part of his fish like zombified, and obviously the discoloration. This one is basically just muscle and bones, and it and you know that's a step up better as far as the zombie fish go. We'll put that C tier. Gazing shark, and this is an aberration of the hammerhead shark. Description: huge bulbous eyes move about in large fleshy stalks, siphoning energy from its body. Its search is now not over. All right, this one is kind of I don't know. I don't know how I feel about it. Like on one hand, all right, let me get the picture going. On one hand, I like that it has like snail eyes, like you know how hammerheads have it on either side of their head. I like that it's like kind of going out like a snail does. But at the same time, like the rest of it's just kind of like right? It's just like a regular hammerhead shark with some discoloration and some damage. The eyes are the only interesting part about it, so I can't really give that thing a B tier. I don't know. I like the eyes a lot. I like the snail effect with the eyes, but I don't know. Uh, C tier. I can't. I want to put it at B tier because of the eyes, but nah. All right, without even having to try, I'm not gonna even read you the description. I'll just tell you tell you guys what it is. Sorry, let me reset this. It's a stonefish. It's a fat stonefish. Whatever. D tier. The description is sad. The fish looks sad, and I can't even tell you anything more about that other than it's sad all around. Sometimes I like that, the the despair. Like sometimes sometimes like Lovecraftian Cthulhu mythos isn't really about the unknowable and scariness and frightening and like this all-consuming power. Sometimes it's just fucking depressing. But this thing takes the fucking cake. This thing is just the most depressed looking fish I've ever seen. Next is a gnashing perch, obviously oceanic perch. Description: eyeless and mindless, driven by only the desire to consume, a purpose satiated many times over. So I actually like the design of this. Again, I like things without eyes and like huge smiles or like big mouths. I don't know, something about that just really irks me, and that's why I kind of like this fish. I think this is like a one slot fish too, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, honestly, just I'm giving it the nod just because of the design. A tier. Let's see. Next is grotesque mongrel. Sorry, I'm putting it down here too. It's just a fat fish. It's got gnarly looking teeth, but it's just a fat fish. Next we have an host eel. This is a aberration of the gray eel. Description: numerous glowing shapes flickering and scurrying behind a uh distended rib cage. The rest of the fish is withered and drained. That's technically not a fish, right? It's an eel, right? And that's like I don't know, an oceanic. Never mind. Before I talk on my ass, let's just stop there. Um, again, I like the fact that it's like kind of like hosting other things. Reminds me a lot of the flood and all that. I like when like things are just like they're not the creature themselves. The creature is actually what's in their stomach. I always find that concept kind of cool. So I'm gonna give that. It's not as cool. Never mind. I was gonna say B tier, but I'm gonna say it's not as cool looking as the squid. But I do like the concept of it. C tier. Next, we have an infernal eel. This is an aberration of the cusk eel. Uh, description. Grown fat from countless corpses that rest in the deep, the harbinger of a sick mercy for lost souls. Uh, Again, it just kind of looks like a zombie. You know, it just I have nothing more to say. It just kind of looks like a zombie version of the eel. Not the greatest. D tier, and I'm just gonna put this in D tier, and we're gonna just put this in D tier. I'll read the descriptions. For this one first. Lumpy mackerel, a writhing mass of lumps, twisted and pulling their way under the scales of their vessel. How long can it have lived like this? It's a terrible life. Yeah, we know. Many-eyed mackerel, gill, sorry, gill plates dotted with eyeballs, super fallacious but scanning, frantically all eyes see right through you. That's alright, just a lot of eyes. Alright, next is the Medusa octopus, aberration of the glowing octopus. Uh, 8 snapping mouths, claw over each other at the behest of a silent master. Now, this I find cool. It's like, jeez. Oh, what is that movie called again? Um, what's that movie called again? Jeez. The one where they're on a cruise and like a sea monster attacks. I know that's a lot of movies. Jeez. Deep Ocean, Ocean Impact. I don't know. It has one of those names. Anyway, it is like a B movie, but I always found it interesting in the movie. Like, there's all these tentacles around the ships. They'll have mouths. They've been eating people, of course. But I always found it like cool, or at least the reveal is that the tentacles aren't the monster, and the monster's attached to like something that looks like this kind of right. Like a crazy looking octopus looking thing with just the mouths on the tentacles. So I think it's a reference to that. It probably is. Ah, jeez. I'm gonna look up the movie. Um, it's funny. Like I wanna put it into a search bar, but I know I can find it on YouTube faster. But I'm not gonna do it. It's called like jeez. I'm gonna play like 6 Degrees of Kevin Bacon just to find this movie. Not even kidding. Uh, the substitute. Substitute. I spelled that all wrong. What is it? The substitute.
Watch this shit
With this
paying.
guy here. I remember that movie. David Mouse, man. Thanks for the follow. Yeah, we're about to play like 6 Degrees of Kevin Bacon just so I can find out what the movie is called. Trent Williams, because I remember he was in that movie. Deep Rising. There it is. Deep Rising. And let's see if we can pull up an image of this thing. Yeah, this kind of reminds me. This is what I was thinking of. Deep Rising. There we go. Octolus. That's what it was called in the movie. Damn, that's fucking creepy as shit. I totally forgot. I should watch this movie one night. Honestly. Anyway. Oh shit. That's not. I'm on the quick tier list again. My bad. Tier list. Where are you? Oh yeah, I was on there. Shit. Sorry, I cannot see my tab, so it's like hard for me to keep switching between shit. Where is it? Holy shit, I cannot find my tab. There we go. Holy shit. Alright. Anyway. Technical difficulties. Anyway, sorry, let me get the name of it again. Medusa octopus reminds me of that. So boom. A tier. I don't know, looks cool. Alright, this is a little controversial because I make fun of these for being not the greatest looking fish or aberrations. But I have to say the nightwing catfish, the one right here, it looks really cool. It doesn't look that much different from like the catfish in game, but I don't know if this was like a real fish, I would want to buy this thing. Like it doesn't look all that creepy. It just looks like a badass looking fish, like you'd find from like a Chinese black market or something. I don't know. I'm like I'm sorry to these guys. They're like to me they're like not the greatest looking like aberrations. They're not very creative. But this one looks like I could just buy it off a black market and be like cool in like a pond I build in backyard. I don't know. Oh, sorry. Let me read the description. Hooked barbels seek out prey in the twisting mangroves. A once sluggish fish given haste upon crimson fins. Looks like a style of Batman. Yeah, that's what I was going for. By the way, huge Batman fan. Have a tattoo and all that. So yeah, I just for that, uh, Davo, we're already putting that like in A tier. Could be S tier, but you'll see why I'll leave it out there. Next one, an ossified sea robin. Uh, Aberration of a armored sea robin. Description: chittering mandible size in the air in front of the deep dweller. It is small body encased in a suit of thick bone. Now this is another one, just kind of like the wreckfish, where it's kind of taken on kind of like its environment, right? Where the wreckfish has like it has rocks protruding out of it because it's from the Gale Cliffs. Armored Seaborn is like exactly like, oh, okay, I finally got my armor. Now it makes all the sense in the world. It looks really cool. I actually like the design. Um, I think I don't know. I don't know where to put this. I want to put it at B. I think B is good for it. It's cool. I like it, but not. I don't like it too much. If that makes any sense. It looks like a shark. It looks like the shark from Maneater. If you know what the game is. Ah, sorry. Maybe not. Next is the Parhelion jellyfish. Holy shit! Nobody said that right. Aberration of the ore jellyfish. Spines of light shine from within its hood. Stinging spiked tentacles trail below. I like the color. I really do. It's one of the things you find at Stellar Basin, which is like my favorite spot on the map. But I will say it's just kind of all right. It doesn't do anything kind of crazy with the jellyfish. I feel like there's like a lot of routes you could go for. Have like a huge ass eye in the middle. Maybe there's other fish swimming inside the jellyfish. I don't know. Maybe these things have teeth on the end, or like some sort of like spikes or whatever. It's okay. See here. A perished loose jaw. And this is an aberration of a loose jaw. Description: a few ragged scraps of skin hang like a cobweb from its fins. Its exposed muscles are riddled with small white worms. It's alright. It falls into the zombie category and not in a good way. Like I explained before, there's fish that like are just zombies, right? All these have the description of zombies, and there's not much being done there. Like like I said, like if you want to be a zombie, be like the the whaler shark. It looks like a cool zombie. But if that's just change for it, we're just going in there. It looks like you air fried it. Yeah, it looks like you just stuck a fish in a fryer for too long and just came out. And you're like, I should have like got it out 5 minutes ago, but I forgot, and now it's gonna be a little dry. There's gonna be some good parts of it, but it's gonna be mostly dry. Or not with it. All right, if you saw my playthrough, you already know where this next one goes. Radiant squid, firefly squid aberration, a beacon from the depths below, a glimpse of a new sky. I fucking love the way this thing looks. I'm gonna put an A tier, but I'm gonna keep talking about it. I love that it's just like it's just pure light, you know. There's like these massive like eyeballs, like it's kind of neon color. I'd be fucking terrified if I saw this in the dark. Honestly, even though this looks like a cute looking squid, it looks cool. I like that. I like that it's like super bright and vibrant. So, less scary and just more like I'm in awe of it. It looks like it came from heaven. It does, but it would tear you in half if you gave it the chance. Let's see. A wrapped shark. Let's see. Aberration of a ghost shark. A grinning maw turned upwards to the sky, wing-like fins, ready to take flight. Now, I've never seen these fly, but it'd be cool if they did. Again, it just plays to my love of like Batman and Joker, and I love things that just have very creepy smiles. You know, very little eye movement, but they just have large smiles. I can't, I can't in good faith put it in A tier along with the other creepy smile things, just because like nothing was really happening with the body part. With this head looks cool. All right, let me take this over here. Like this part, super cool. This part just kind of eh. We'll put it at B tier. Yeah, I need water. Been talking for a long time. Uh, Let me zoom out the wiki. There we go. A razor mouth tuna. Blackfin tuna variant. Half teeth, half muscle. This fish's sole purpose is the pursuit of its unfortunate prey. I like it. I'm not in love with it. It's another one of the smile ones, right? All teeth, no eyes. All teeth, no eyes. Where'd I put them? All teeth, some eyes. I think we'll put this at B tier. I like the color mostly, but it does fall in line with like these two or these three. All mouth. You have the ninth new aberrations added, eighth in the new update. Oh no, this tier list doesn't have the new update, unfortunately. There's some pretty cool aberrations in there, but nah, not this one. Maybe they'll update this one, or maybe I should just make my own. I could make my own. I'd make these pictures look a lot better, honestly. It seems like only like a few of them are like properly sized so you can actually see it on screen. But no. Oh yeah. The fucking riddled flounder. I don't know. What's that phobia people have of like holes and stuff like that? Alright. Look that up. Hole uh phobia. Is it triphobia? Triphobia.
Trypophobia.
Trypophobia. There it is. An extreme was it extreme fear of clusters of small holes and bumps. I don't have that, so I find this fish just sad looking. All you trypophobias, I'm sure you find this fish terrifying. But where's the other version of it? I know it's in here somewhere. Alright, this one, right? The flounder. Cyclopean, no, the cyclopean flounder. Where is that? Where did I put that one again? Oh yeah, yeah. This one's just a little bit better of the flounder aberration, but this one just looks like shit. Like I said, maybe if you have trypophobia, this is probably terrifying looking ass fish. And I don't have that fear, so I'm just gonna put it in D tier. It's just whatever. Like, and if you if we think about it from like an advantage standpoint, obviously these things have like some sort of advantage, right? Lovecraft did them good on the mutation, but this life is so shitty. You know it too. Like he gets picked on by the regular fish. That's how shitty his life is. Let's see. Next is a ruptured vessel. This is an aberration of a giant amphipod. A willing host or a sacrificial uh, receptacle. Okay, not the greatest description, but it looks all right. It kind of looks like caviar stuck in like a weird shell. It's fine. It's passable. Better than this thing, but I don't know. I think the giant arthropod looks cooler than this. Yeah, this is all right. I'm putting in C tier. All right, next is the swallow shell. No, swallow sailfish. Swallow shellfish, aberration of the sailfish, a sickly pale colored coat that scales of this normal, sleek, and shiny fish. Clouded eyes, reveal the disease spreading underneath. It's alright. Another zombie fish. It could be better, honestly. Um, actually, you mentioned this, Davo. But yeah, if this was the new update, I find the other aberration version of the sailfish like way cooler. It just looks like a fishing rod. I'm like, oh, that's sick. I like that it kind of took the features of the fisherman that came in the area. But this one's just like, eh. It has the coronavirus. Yeah, yeah, probably. Yeah, it looks like. Let's see. Next is the savage barracuda. Aberration of the barracuda. It thrashes about ruinously, jaws snapping and tearing its own flesh apart, a body sundered by ravenous hatred. It is another zombie fish, but I'll give it props. I like that, like, by living and being fucking crazy, it's just killing itself. But that being said, it is just kind of like it's just kind of a regular barracuda with longer teeth and just with more ripped parts of its skin. Better than these zombie fish. We're gonna put it at C tier. Let's see. Next is a scouring bass. Aberration of a black sea bass. Shapes swirl inside, bulging clouded eyes, blinded by the light of the surface, but perfectly suited to search the depths. So it's like a lighthouse fish, I guess. I don't know. A deep sea light looking fish. It's not the greatest. Like big eyes, like it's like you know. And now I'm wondering if I should put the cod down here, because I'm just kind of making fun of it for the same thing. I don't know. Just looks a tad bit underwhelming than the cod. We'll just put it down here. Next is a serpentine mackerel. Aberration of a snake mackerel. It lashes out with its fangs, a tail, a hissing rises from its mouth, then from the water around you. No. Alright, it's doing nothing crazy. I gave this one like, wait, was this an eel or is this a mackerel? No, I can't remember. That was yeah, was it an eel? Shit, I can't remember now. Let's scroll up. I just want to double confirm. No, it was an eel. Never mind. I was gonna compare the two, but they're not the same. Yeah, it's just alright. Nah. A shard ray, aberration of a stingray. Description: the stone skin of this ray is molded around a black crystal shard. The rock fragments are articulate and grind together. Now this is fucking cool. It looks like a goddamn stealth bomber. Like, I love the look of this fish. I don't know. I guess the rockfish, like, I have a thing for them because I like that, like, it's mostly made of, like, stone and fucking minerals and fucking sediment and shit like that. This is another one you find at the Gale Cliffs, right? Or is it? No, it's the Morrows. My bad. Um, but I just like it. It looks like a fucking bomber plane. It looks sick. Got all this armor. You know, even its tail is like like jutting stalactite. It's like I don't know. It's cool. Got like a shit, I don't know. I'm keep looking back and forth. It's got like a cool like horn nose going for it. I don't know. This thing is ready for battle. This thing would fuck you up in real life. For real. A tier. S tier, excuse me. S tier. S tier. Next is a shattered wreckfish. Variation of the or aberration of the wreckfish. A cracked husk of scaly plates sliding on top, pulsing miscolored flesh. This is another one I really like. I think the only thing that's stopping me is just because the other rock ones look a little bit cooler. Or at least this one does. But I like it. I don't know. Whenever like, how do I explain it? If you ever played oh my god, I can't remember Darkest Dungeon. If you played the the color DLC, Color Madness, like yeah, like wait, it looks like an explosion happened and debris. Yes, exactly. Hit the stinger. Well, sorry, I know you're talking about the stingray, but it's kind of like for the wreckfish too. It looks like it's mid explosion. Like I like that. Like there's like these like rock fractures out of here. But yeah, like also like the stingray though. Also like the stingray. I like that. Like it's kind of like mid explosion. Like energy is coming out of it. Like a nuke. I kind of argued myself into S tier, honestly. I don't know. I know it's probably not a reference to Darkest Dungeon, but it looks like it could be one. I might have argued myself into S tier. Yeah, yeah, we'll put it there. I feel good about that. Skeletal moonfish. Moonfish aberration. Churning bones will operate a ghostly body, possibly devoid of organs. Okay. I don't know. I like the Halloween aesthetic for it. I like that it's like this cool like skeleton fish. But at the same time, like spooky scary skeleton, yeah, I know. But at the same time, all you have to do is get an X-ray of the fish and it would be the same thing. So I don't have the heart to put it in the C tier. Because even if it's just an X-ray of the fish, it does look cooler than most of these things. We'll put it at B tier. All right, next is a snag squid, aberration of an arrow squid. Tasting tongues wither wildly around sets of yellowed crooked teeth. The top row are flattened like human molars. Oh yeah, I remember this one. This is like one of the first aberrations you get. Because it's the squid in the marrows. It's all right. I like that it has human teeth. That's a really scary fact about it. Other than that, it just looks like they like duct tape a whole bunch of squid together. I'll put that in C tier. Next is a sprouting eel, aberration of a conjure eel. An eruption of crystal-like growth bursts from its skin. Sharp scales clatter and resonate together. It's a really cool thing. I don't know. I know it's just like crystals attached to an eel. But again, I like the concept. It's like Color Out of Space or like the Color of Madness DLC for Darkest Dungeon. I like that like the Lovecraft thing instead of like something like ocean themed, like it came from space, and so like a lot of these creatures look like asteroids or look like forms of energy that is just bursting out. It's the same thing. Same thing with the eel. I can't say I'd put it at A tier though. You just glued a whole bunch of crystals to it, but I still like the concept. That's kind of winning me over. Or else it'd be in C tier, honestly. B tier. And we are getting big. We have a lot of on average. Wow, that's actually pretty not bad. The bell curve is actually pretty decent for this, except for D tier. Maybe the bell curve doesn't really apply here. Anyway, three-headed cod. It's a Cerberus fish. It's all right. It's like three-headed shark in that one B movie. It's just three fish together. D tier. Translucent sturgeon. Aberration of sturgeon, a simple clockwork mechanism of life laid bare as a tenuous skeletal existence. It's another zombie fish, but the color is like on point, so I'd have to put this in C tier. Otherwise, there's nothing really cool about it. Even the description is like, yeah, he's just skin and bones. He's a zombie, and that's it. But it looks way cooler than the other zombie fish. Put that C tier. Alright. Next is a tusked grouper. Aberration of a black grouper. A pig-like tusk protrude from the mouth of this ravenous brute. With no eyes to speak of, it attacks indiscriminately. Now, it does fit the category of no eyes, more teeth. It's kind of cool that it has pig parts in it and a fish, but I don't know. It lacks some execution, as far as anything else. Body's still the same. The jaw is kind of cool. It's kind of ripped, ripped skinned. And its mouth is bigger than it normally should be, so there's a little bit of tearing there. But, eh. I'm gonna have to say the same thing for this thing. Let me read the proper name for it. The twinned eels. It's just two eels attached together. It's kind of cool, but that's eh. But this one has to go to D tier. Sorry. Let's see. Twisted shark. I wonder if I should give this even the benefit of the doubt. No, it just says multiple tails. I'll read it anyway. I'm on the page. Frilled shark, aberration, three tails that twist and turn. Three unite behind the head. Thrice the body that must be fed. It just has a lot of tails. It's alright. The void eye. An aberration of a barrel eye fish. Inside its eye, a perpetual pattern repeats. Red cyclones melded in shimmering green swirls. The abyss burns through it. I fucking love this fish. I love it. There's a fucking black hole in the middle of this fish. How do you not love that shit? That's so cool. Literally a little, a literal fucking vortex in it. If you saw that fish, even if you're like a foot away from it on land, you'd still be scared to get like fucking pulled into that fish. It looks like an astronaut. Yeah, this is like what this is the abyss that the astronaut stares in. It's a cool ass fucking fish. It's so creepy. I like that like you can't even describe what like that middle hole looks like. All right, let me pull up the wiki. It has a better picture of it. Like you can't look it in the eyes. You don't even know where the mouth is. It doesn't appear to look dangerous until you like stare at this for too long. And then you're kind of creeped out, don't know what to do, and there's a little bit of threat with that. It's a cool ass looking fish. S tier. Let's see. Next is the Voltic grouper. Black grouper aberration. An unknown green energy arcs and crackles over the fish's scales. It thrashes ceaselessly even hours after being pulled from the water. This is sick. I forgot that one. Jeez, can't believe I'm blanking on a DC villain here. That freaking glowing skeleton villain. You know what I'm talking about. It looks exact. This looks exactly like the fish, but it's just in fish form. Here, let's see if I can Google it. Skeleton DC. Blight. Yes, that's what it looks like. It looks like Blight from Batman Beyond. I know what you're all gonna say. It just looks like a lit up fish. Oh wow, yeah. Dabo just put it right there. It looks like you just put a green light in it. Yes, I know it does, but it looks like Blight from Batman Beyond, and I have to like boost it a couple extra tiers for that. I don't know. I just always like the green, or not the green, just the glowing skeleton looking thing. Basically, kind of like this fish up here, but just green lighting. RGB skeleton fish, basically. RGB skeleton fish. Um, shit, I'm not gonna put an S tier, but otherwise it would just sit at C tier. But I'd give it a B tier. I just like that it looks radioactive. That's it. Let's see. Vortex interloper. This is an aberration of a surgent fish. Let's see. Description: a slow swirl twists its body, stretching it into a world of unseen dimension. I want to put this up higher because this is this is like some Junji Ito type shit where there's just spirals everywhere, and this is one of them. It's kind of the same concept of the void fish where it has like a black hole in the center of it the whole time. I want to put it up higher, but I just think that like the twisting part doesn't quite do it for me. Uh, I do like that it's just constantly getting like hit by a black hole though. Hmm. Ugh. I'm gonna be kind of brutal with this one. Sorry. C tier. All right. Last but not least, the withered ray. It's the aberration of the devil ray. God, now I'm remembering it. This took me like so long to find. So long. Description. Rotten webbing spans the wings of the large ray. Sinew stretches, snaps as it thrashes in futility. Now, this might be another zombie variant, but it actually looks like a fucking demon. Like it actually lives to its name. It actually looks like a devil ray. I like the coloring on it. What's it? Davo, that's really like a really bad sunburn. Yeah. It's basically like the charred sunfish, but I like the coloring. Like I'm putting in S tier already. You already know. I like that like let me here pull up the wiki. We need better pictures. I need to make my own tier list of this with the updates with better pictures. So I don't have to keep doing this. I don't know. I like that like there's yellow webbing right here. Like the highlights of the yellow on the fins. It actually like the horns of the devil actually look like it's the devil ray. Like the charred blackness, kind of like you were saying, really bad sunburn. I believe this is near the devil's spine, the volcanic side of the map. So like it really matches the environment. It really took on like everything from its environment, kind of put it into itself. It looks cool. I could be wrong. This is actually from the let's see, where is this from? Oh, it's from the Gale Cliffs. Well, scratch that. It's not from the Devil's Spine, but it looks cool and volcanic. I'll give it that. All right, and that's my tier list. We got to do another one of these just for functionality. Honestly, I rated it by how cool I think they look, but maybe we could do like another tier list where we can say like how functional would this be? Like if this was actually a living being in the real world, like how much of advantage would it get from being like this? Like obviously the Ray and like the armored Seaborn have like armor now, and so like they're kind of unbeatable if it like live in the actual world. But obviously like the fucking flounder, like what's he fucking gonna do? Nothing? Just get eaten by another fish? A normal fish? I don't know. But yeah, that's my tier list. Like I love this game. Don't get me wrong. I really love this game. but I feel like these aberrations could have gotten more love. You know, I know some, not all of them can be cool, and like some of just lore is just you're just a sad being, and that's it. You know, like this guy. Look at him. I still think look how pathetic he looks. I want to almost put him back down here. The end of D. He's a sad looking fish. Like, but yeah. Uh, obviously a lot of my decisions are like kind of like based on other things. Like, I like that the anglerfish looks like a xenomorph from Aliens. This is a oh shit, what was it called? Deep Rising reference. All right. This one just looks like that Batman villain. But I think the list is good. Honestly, I can't wait for. I know we just got an update for Dredge. I want another one already. I'm addicted to fishing for stuff. My friends all say I should play Dave the Diver. Maybe we'll play that later. But damn, it looks super sick. I like it. Say, all right, switching back to Dredge. What are we doing? I mean, we pretty much did everything. That was the last fish I had to get. Was the pesky moonfish. Wherever he was. Where is he? This is the moonfish. Actually, let me go like quickly. Let's do a tier list on the new ones, even though we're not putting them on the list. There's no option for that. I'm trying to, yeah, okay. Hooked sailfish, way cooler than his brother. I forgot where I put this. I put this like at D tier, didn't I? Put this at B tier. I like it. I like that. Like it took on the properties of like sailboats, you know, with sailboats like fishing rods and things like that. That's cool. It's a new one. What's a new one? Oh yeah, enthralled stonefish. Yeah, this. I'm sorry, I keep making fun of this one. He's depressed. His description is depressing. He's not having a good time at all. This one looks cooler. It looks like a skeleton. I like that. It's pink. It's pink fins or like kind of like spiny, and it's got like a tentacle tongue. That's super cool. Way cooler. This guy lives a better life than this guy. For real. Hey, what's another new one? Bony. Was the bone? No, there's always a bony one. Alright. I had to think about that for a sec. My boy, fucking Void Eye. I love that thing. And Radiant Squid, both my S tiers together, as it should be. Latching Snapper. Okay, I didn't like this aberration as much. The Blood Snapper is cool because it looks like, you know, like it looks like it could be a red snapper. It's just more red and vibrant. Also full of blood and shit like that. This one is, I don't know. It looks kind of blurry too. Swollen flesh folds back over its eyes, cracked lips bleeding. So just like chap lips, red snapper. I don't know, not as cool. Not an improvement. Uh, seizing. Wait, did we do this one? Seizing snailfish. Was this new? I only caught one. That leads me to believe that it is only like it is a new one. Seizing snailfish. Fingers flesh ones. Oh yeah. Okay, yeah. This is new. This is new. Yeah. Way cooler than this one. I like the armor, but other than that, nothing's really different about it. You know, just doesn't do for me. Like honestly, it'd be like way better if it actually did look like a snail. I think that'd like look cooler. But I like that instead of like a mouth with like traditional teeth, is basically like two hands kind of like pushed together in the front. That just I don't know if it's very effective at chomping, but yeah, I like that. I like that detail. Look at this. He's fucking so sad, this guy. Yeah, we put you a fucking beat here. This is a new one. Concordia Barracuda. That one's new, right? A body extends and collapses together with each grasping breath. Nature dissected into mechanical motion. I don't know. I like that. It looks like a slinky. Am I weird for that? It just looks like a slinky fish, and I kind of like it. I want to take the fish and like stretch it out, play it like an accordion. I don't know. That's fun. Gleaming mullet. A cell scales swollen into large clustered pustules. A golden liquid shimmer from within. That's I think they could change the face a little bit more, but I like it overall. Instead of like a traditional like dark liquid protruding out of it, like black a noble goo, like a lot of like Lovecraft shit has. I like that it's like bright goo. I don't know if that makes any sense. I like that it's the only difference is bright goo. Spoiler. Mm, Grinning gar. There we go. Um, Muscular gums grow and force crackling teeth against each other. Softer flesh tears from the strain. Yeah, I like that it has a big mouth. It looks like an alligator. It's cool. Big mouth, big teeth. Doesn't do much with the body like this one does, but overall, I think I put it on the same level as this one. Pretty cool. Oh, tattered mackerel. Tangible ribbon stream behind the fish, its form converging around a shadowy head. Stripe slides away, retreating to the depths. Yeah, I like the ribbon look. That's sick. Less of a body and more of like a form it takes. I'm down with that pink eye too. And it's a little closer to the actual one. I don't know. This one looks too much like a snake, which is kind of cool, but at the same time, I'm like, there's probably cooler looking snakes in real life than this looking one. Tattered mackerel though, just like the description reads, bunch of ribbons. It's cooler. Anchovy king. Collapse the viperfish. And I think that's the last one. The beaked moonfish. Yeah, I like it. I like that it looks like a parrot. It's only got the one big eye. It's fins. Well, I guess its fins haven't really changed. But yeah, like kind of like a rock forehead, but like a parrot's beak. That's really cool. I like that it took on some of the attributes of like bird stuff like that. Oh yeah, a glaring sunfish. Okay, yeah. I know I make fun of like things with just many eyes and nothing else, but I like that the all the colors of the eyes are different. I like that they're coming out of like lips or like a mouth. I think that's very creepy. Very like Beetlejuice-esque. And I like that they did a little bit something different with the fins and like kind of made them a little bit more like like ribbons. That's like the last fish. That's cool. And that was it, wasn't it? Yeah, that was it. Shit. Alright. Well, pretty sure I have nothing else to do. We already helped the camera girl. We already have that. All pursuits are done. We already finished the game, of course. Let's see. Let's get back to the port, shall we? If I can find it. I can't see the lighthouse. There it is. Yeah, that was cool. Oh, he's following me. I thought I heard something. Too fast for you, though. Was I crash into something? Yeah, get the fuck out of here. Oh. Oh, I don't care about that. But yeah, I don't know. There's probably like that's something I'm missing. I'm pretty sure I got everything. But as far as like this, oh, he's back. Ooh, my boat's fast. I love how fast it is. Just annoy the fuck out of these things. And he's gone. What was I saying? Oh yeah, yeah. I think less about discovering new stuff and just getting screenshots because I've seen other people like in camera mode take. Oh come on, not my good stuff. Oh shit. Okay, let me sell that. Not that I care how much I sell it for, but I'd like to sell this in pretty good condition. What was I say? Oh yeah. So I don't know. Until this game gets another update, I guess I'm just kind of just taking cool pictures. I don't know. There's a lot of fun stuff, a lot of cool scenery to look in this game, but I guess I'm just looking at cool pictures. I guess I'm just wanting to take cool pictures. Anyway, I'm excited for the other updates. Like honestly, like if this the studio had like a huge ass budget and we get like Pokemon size like level of roster that I can just fish the fuck out of, I would I would love that in a heartbeat. I'm down for that. But yeah, that's gonna be it for me, guys. Sorry it was a late stream. I was trying to test out my camera and all that because I have a lot of projects coming down the line that'll require me to use the camera, and right now I don't have it in the budget for me to actually buy a web camera. I'll think about that in the future. But yeah, thank you so much, guys. Thank you, to Dabo, for the follow, and thank you for chilling me in stream. Had a little fun, back and forth with you doing this tier list. But yeah, let's see who we can raid. I can find there it is. Let's see. All right, okay. Well, one of my buddies is playing Destiny 2. Go follow him. Oh, okay. I was like, wait, do they stream too? Okay, never mind. Anyway, I'll be back on Friday. I'm not even quite sure what I'm gonna do on Friday. Me and my friend usually play games, but I don't have anything else to do for there. But yeah, thank you guys so much for hanging out, and I'll see you on Friday with some game I think of, either with a friend or by myself. Peace, guys. See ya.